Hello, everyone. Welcome to this new live session of Customily. As we are letting people in on the chat and to visit the event, we're going to wait just a couple of minutes, and in the meantime, let's play some music.
Step into the future, get ready to ignite. Customly's the engine, taking you to new heights. Personalization power, the best you've ever seen. We're rocking the e-commerce scene, living the dream. No limits, no borders, creativity unleashed. From names to crosswords, your products find their niche. Customily's the best, we're leading the race. No app can match us, we're setting the pace. Features so many, we're ahead of the game. With support that's legendary, remember the name. Previews, we've got your back. Dynamic designs, there's nothing we lack. From tees to mugs, from frames to tees, Customily's the partner your store really needs. Innovation's our motto, your growth is our goal. With tools so advanced, we're in total control. Customily's the best, we're leading the race. No app can match us, we're setting the pace. Features so many, we're ahead of the game. With support that's legendary, remember the name. So if you're chasing sales and aiming for the sky, join the Customily family, it's time to amplify. We'll take you higher, set your brand apart. With endless options, we're the e-commerce heart. Customily's the best, we're leading the race. No app can match us, we're setting the pace. Features so many, we're ahead of the game. With support that's legendary, remember the name. Customily, the top of the charts. Transforming every product, winning customers' hearts. With rock vibes and passion, we'll always be true. Customily's the app made just for you.
Hey everyone, welcome to this new live session of Customily. This is going to be our one before last live session. Actually, this is pretty much the end of the year. We're going to save a great live session for the end of the year, in which we're going to plan our great 2026. But today we're still ahead of the curve, and we're going to still do a lot for your stores, and we are going to focus on the cold season. We are approaching that, so we want you to don't let it freeze. We want you to get your cold season essentials ready to go. Okay, so let me introduce you to the team today. I'm going to be your host, and together with me as co-host is going to be Josefina, and on the chat we have Cecilia. And today's agenda is to, well, first of all, talk about the top products for the cold season. We're going to talk about some training ideas for also this season. It's very interesting. Not only the product, but actually the designs they come along the way, and of course give you some tips to optimize these product listings. And we're going to actually create, as always, we have a tutorial prepared for you. We're going to create a personalized beanie. We're going to use one of Customily's most popular features for a very long time, from the very beginning, in which we can actually match whatever text we input with images that actually are represent letters. So with that in mind, we are going to create a new version of a Beanie we did a long time ago, introduce you new partners and everything. All right. So to get started, let me just pick one thing here. Yeah. All right. And at the end, of course, we have a Q&A just for you. So let's welcome Josefina on the stage.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. As Jose already told you, we're going to talk about all the things that you need to get ready for the cold season. So, for getting started,
Definitely.
one of the most important things is to know which products you must have in your store to go ahead in this type of the year. One of the most important things is every cozy essential that you can think of. I don't know, blankets, hoodies, hats, like the one we are going to show you later in the tutorial, for example, stuff like that.
Beanies, yes.
Yeah, cold weather naturally increase the demands of comfort items. So that's really a must for you if you want to like really shine in this season, because they have a really strong visual apparel, for example, social media, um, like a group of friends with matching sweaters, or more like a family, for example, and stuff like that. Um, in the Q4, it's known that the value of these things are super affordable and really help you boost your conversions. And for example, for cozy gifts, as everyone will love to look forward here, it's one of the fastest rising seasonal search in like Google search, for example, and stuff like that, categories in this time of the year, when the really cold weather starts showing and all that stuff. So also, as the cold weather shows, drinkware are like tumblers, mugs, gift like that also really are one of the most sales products in this type of the year, because as we know, winter hot drinks is the to go when the winter starts.
And the picture always shows you while holding a hot drink and also wearing, winter
Sure, yeah.
clothing, or even using beanies or hats or scarves. So we have that picture in our minds, correct?
Totally. And for example, for this type of mugs and things, the customers not only buy it for a gift, but they can also buy it for themselves. So it's like super important to have this type of products. The studies shows that in e-commerce, it has like a 25 to 40% spikes when in this type of the year of for drinkware search. It can go through November till February, so it had a lot of months for you to like really get a cool like collections for this type of products. And one thing about this also is that these type of products, they are used every day, like it's a daily item use, making the personalization, like for example, you can make it really feel special, really more memorable, like with names, with special dates, maybe a picture or something like that that shows a special moment for the people that are going to receive that product, or the ones that are going to buy them for themselves. So you have a really big opportunities to personalize this type of products to really make them like super creative and make them the people want to buy them.
Definitely, this cold season actually extends beyond Black Friday, extends beyond the actual holidays, but actually goes on to the new year. And remember that for Northern Hemisphere, you have like a winter holidays between classes, so it's a great opportunity to get new stuff. Stuff has already got lost since the beginning of classes. New drinkware, new new hats, beanies, scarves, those kind of things that you get lost, so you get they just wear off, and it's a great opportunity to catch that pike of sales that actually people are looking for these cold season related products, looking forward for returning to their activities after the holidays. So it's not just for the holidays thinking of that. If you think about it, it's after that you want to focus on products that people will definitely use beyond holidays, but also on the cold season. And I think this drinkware definitely is one of the options. Of course, we do have. Remember, we always talk at this time of the year that this is a time for family reunion and seeing the loved ones that maybe you don't see that much over the year. So, getting gifts that involve home decor definitely will be a good thing to so people can take back to their homes to remember the event or the occasion in which everyone got together. So focusing on winter home decor products definitely is a great idea. This time of the year you spend more time inside your house, so definitely home decor purchases rise this season. Yeah, those items that will add to the overall warmth and coziness of the room. Definitely, everything that involves personalizations, personalized prints, signs, doormats. These are definitely the time of the year in which you're going to switch them or gift them away so they can have something new when they return home, right? And definitely home decor definitely appears in the holiday photos that everyone shares online. And also, since Customily has a great AI mockup generator, it's a really great idea to use that to your advantage to showcase the products exactly as the way people eventually would show them on the doorstep. So you maybe are advertising a particular product in a way that other people definitely show them later online, and that increases visibility and increases the memory of what you have seen before. Yeah, and that's very important to take advantage of. When it comes to family reunions and gatherings, of course, family and couple gifts are always a great idea for this cold season, especially those matching sweaters, for example, yeah, or matching drinkware as well. Always you can jump off from topic to topic, from niche to niche, and different product ideas. Couples and families always shop together, shop matching sets, matching colors, matching text. It could be different colors, the same text. And so that, of course, connects them all together. They have the same gift, the same memento of the moment. Okay. Definitely when you are buying matching items, definitely this reduces the decision making, which it could be quite tiring and stressful this time of the year when you need to solve the gift of many people's. Definitely, also you have the chance to increase your conversion as well as add bundles to this kind of sales. We have seen some sellers reporting 20 to 50% higher conversion rate for these matching bundles, right? Or also become adding these extra products on a different on a bundle that implies the same design and different products. That's also something you can definitely focus on, right? Because you can have the same name, the same scenes, pictures, just portray that into different products.
Totally. And also, a really important thing that we like to share with you is the trendy ideas that you can have for the personalization for the products. Like, for example, family portraits are super trending and everything, because you can let your customers customize, like uploading their picture, choosing the really Christmas winter background, maybe type their names, a funny quote about the family, for example, or dates. Change color fonts. There's a lot of opportunities also by uploading their pictures. You can have put some AI effects that we have in our app for the picture be a little more funny, like a watercolor painting, for example, or stuff like that. Then one another type of product, another type of trend idea that it really helps for this type of decisions are cozy blankets, really warm gifts to do this type of the year. With this type of product, you can like your customers put their name in really elegant like fonts or cute and funny fonts. You can have different patterns for them to choose, like texture displayed, like a funnel, or like a really cute Christmas pattern that you have in like the picture, for example. Also, you can do it. You can go with the monogram example. Those are always trending in every type. It's really elegant. It could be really cute, and for the blanket, for example, to be displayed in the living room of family and stuff like that when you do it, the design for
Yeah.
that example.
Also, robes are very useful. Yeah, this time of the year, there are these plush or fleece. The ones
Yeah,
are really thick. Actually, robes have been asked a lot because of the monogramming as well.
totally. And last, there are also mugs, as we already talked about. There are some trending ideas that you can go with, like, for example, real using a rapid text feature, put in the customer's family names or a group of friends. You can have different patterns for the letters, like a snowy scene. Also use it for background, maybe, for example, to cover all the mug. And also you can have different like ways to put characters for like clipart, for example, like
Mhm.
everyone with little elf hats or something like that, that it could make a really cute and simple gift that they will use like daily, and really memorable also.
Yeah, you should check. We have a live session on that in which we created that illustrated characters with the uploaded cutout face. Not so long ago, actually. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Then also we have, because it's super cold, they also need something to make them warm. Our beautiful friends that are our pets and stuff like that. You can make really cute like clothes for them with accessories with a winter background, like you can see in the example. You can add their pet names, and you can have really cute like clipart breed example for every pet, like the corgi one or whatever that you can think of, that it will make a really special and cute gift for pet lovers. They are around the year every time, and make them feel comfortable and part of the beautiful and magical that it can happen on Christmas, you know?
yeah. And if you're going to be doing pet clothing, try to get the expressions like that. I have been laughing since I saw it earlier today. It's like, what am I wearing, right? I feel I'm wearing
Totally.
myself.
It's super cute. Then we have an example for like map posters. These ones can be really special because you can like get the exact location for something that it's really memorable for to the people that they're gifting, or someone that want to buy it from themselves, like the exact point of the hometown for of someone. a special location when happened, like, I don't know, a wedding, for example, or the first house that people buy. Um, this one you can really make it cute because you can really like coordinate it with winter illustrations overlay, like for example, like a cute frame to go around the map locations with a really beautiful phrase and quote with names and everything, that it will go with the location point that you're showcasing in this type of posters. And last but not least, a thing that never go out of style, and that are cards, especially for holidays, family cards that you can give to other members, friends, neighbors, and stuff like that, wishing everyone a happy winter season, a happy Christmas, a happy New Year, for example, and stuff like that. You can personalize this, like also with uploading pictures, cute clip arts, and stuff like that with the family or friends also. And you can make the customers add um, a phrase that they will know that it will make the other people that receive the cards like really uh, happy to get that, and be a really beautiful moment to everyone to get those type of messages. For example, warm wishes and the family name, everything with cards. It's like a really special and simple touch that you can get to make this season special for everyone.
I think the holiday cards is one of the largest and more varied product you can actually get your designs on. As you know, sometimes depending on the design, certain clothing, certain posters, always on the right, in the same place may not be all adequate. But to be honest, on the holiday cards, it's the impact of actually getting something completely new, never seen before, and I think actually gives that freedom that to design anything and fit it, even changing the folding, changing the what's inside, outside. I think it's holiday cards are definitely it's a very versatile product. If you are trying to see how designs play along with your customers, for example. You have a bunch of ideas, and maybe some ideas may be perfect for a canvas, maybe perfect for clothing, but I think holiday cards are a really great place for you to actually just put everything you have, right? Every single thing you have can actually have a version, which is a holiday card.
Totally, totally.
Yeah. And so once we have an idea of what kind of designs and products we wanted to create for this cold season, we have some tips for you on how to optimize these product listings. Right. First of all, seasonal keywords. Definitely, that's something you need to explore, and you need to understand which keywords are being input and search for this time of the year, looking for those kind of products, right? Adding winter intent keywords to your titles, for example, to the URLs as well, descriptions, also tags, everything that you can think of that will direct people into into those listings, right? So when it comes to winter related keywords, right, we can see that there's an organic search increase, right, during this Q4, and shoppers will often search for, well, cozy gifts, winter, of course, this kind of words. But others found, like, for example, certain drinkware we talk about, that maybe a mug or a tumbler, or are more, or maybe a sweater instead of long sleeve, and all those kind of things. Maybe a hoodie is for mid-season, and maybe a sweater is something that you will see trending as a search a lot more this time of the year, right? Of course, holidays is also, like, your product could be your product, but if it's your holiday product, then you're adding to that search, of course. Okay. Of course, these seasonal keywords will help you rank on marketplaces like Etsy and Amazon way faster because, well, their algorithms will try to throw those results with better relevance first. So keep that in mind when you're listing on marketplaces. Highlighting the personalization, well, early, that's for sure, right? It's not just like you're going to be offering a holiday product, it's a holiday customized or personalized. You want to let them know that they can, first of all, that they can customize it. Of course, if you show them live that preview, maybe directly as part of your banner, as an animation, anything that will immediately let people know that they will be building their own design out of X number of options, right? This definitely converts between 20 to 40% higher when these customers know exactly what they're looking for, or they know the options available right from the very beginning. Right? They know they can put the names, they know they can put their upload the pictures, right? So it's part of the description, part of the banner, part of whatever announcement you generate. But make them sure they know they can customize and what can they do, right? This will encourage shoppers to interact with the personalization faster. While they will try, they will even remember you can share personalization options with other people on social media. So if you customize something and you share it on your social accounts, they will be able to access that link and access that product and pull the customization directly. So there's a lot of people clicking on that and accessing your product really easy by you allowing customers to share their personalization through Customily. So that's a great tool that you should take a lot of advantage this time of the year. So to let people know that maybe they customize, but someone else makes a purchase, and that someone else will actually see something else in your store, and that keeps connecting more and more customers along the way. This will especially work well when these products will have when these products will definitely change a lot once they are customized, right? And showcasing them on spot, on place. Like a mug is not the same on the table that floating on white. The same goes with the blanket, and along comes wall art as well as that. So keep in mind that highlighting the personalization, sometimes it's like we saw right now with Josefina. We have the picture of the cat and we have the cat, for example, right? Remember, we had a live session on that one on generating AI mockups in which we had a dog picture modified and applied an effect, and our mockup included the dog lying next to that. It was a bed, I believe so. So that kind of impact and knowledge that when you're customizing is the picture or the image definitely will help a lot. Other tips that we can share with you is optimizing for mobile and page speed. So it's very important that sometimes we need to just take out a lot of things that are just in the middle of the way for our page to be faster, to be easier, to be smooth, and to go straight to what we want. We want people to see the customization, to see the options, and to see the add to cart button, that's for sure. So on winter purchases, people will definitely use mobile, and they will be traveling, they will be shopping out of their home. So having optimized mobile pages will definitely help you, because any slow page, any complex page, any not web phone optimized page will basically make the customer drop. That's as easy as that. So let's ensure images load fast, avoid heavy scripts, keep the CTAs clear. That way we're going to it's going to be very fast for you to navigate. We're trying to get maybe looks, of course, but we definitely want to get things clear. People should know and navigate through the winter season, for the winter section really fast. And if you keep a single layout, this will definitely help on customers be more accustomed to the looks of your store. If you, for every collection or every section, you change the page layout or the page template, then it's like we are always a losing place. You got already used to where is each button, each section. So once once our brains get used to something, they tend to go faster. Yeah, that's the idea. And if you change all of the sudden, then definitely we slow down just to pick up whatever we are trying to understand from the new layout. So keeping things simple will be easier at this time of the year. Let's strengthen also the product descriptions. Yeah, and this is very important to have a clear idea of what are you purchasing, what can you do, um, be be simple and clear, right? With short, scannable paragraph. Yeah, winter shoppers browse fast. Yeah, so let's keep the description focuses on how the personalization works, especially for marketplaces in which it's not live happening, but actually happens after the purchase. Yeah, what makes this design unique? Why is it a great winter gift? And so on. Right. So, but of course, you want to keep it simple, clear, and using trust boosters, like for example, instant live review in the case of your store, print ready file generated automatically. Those kind of direct messages on even the picture itself are reminding you what exactly are you purchasing in the first place. Finally, we have a couple of extra tips for you. Of course, always think about a way to bundle, right? Creating giftable bundles. For example, we told you about the same design, being able um, to transport that into different products. In this case, we have a small sign, an ornament, a mug, and a card. We just talk about the idea that maybe cards can also be always the bundle. Like if you buy something, you always get the chance to bundle or to add on a holiday card with the same design. Yeah, and that actually is just adding an extra thing just really quickly. Yeah, so you get the card and oh, this is very original, and you open your gift and it's the same thing. Actually, that's really cool. So bundles can actually quickly they can quickly get you something else, right? At least a couple of extra products. That's a great idea. So definitely we want to reduce the decision fatigue of the customers, right? If you are able to bundle a lot together, even different designs, but at least try to design a way to keep people adding to the cart, and you get them all through the list in one single store visit. That's a great thing to do, right? If you think about it, customers will often spend 15 to 20% more time when bundles are offered. Why? Because there's always something else. Yeah. And if you design your bundles well, this something else is something you actually want or you actually need or someone else needs. And you're already purchasing you're solving other gifts. So it's always nice to keep that in mind. Okay. And of course, there's a perspective here that if you offer bundles, you give the impression that your store is actually feels more curated. Yes, feels more like this has been studied. This is perfect for you. It's like when you go to a store and someone keeps advising you, you should take this. This goes better with this. That feeling we get that we are being given a premium shopping experience. That's something you can do online, of course. And
We also have a last live session that we talk everything about bundles. So if you want to know more about this and get this type of things ready for your store, you should definitely watch it in our channel. They're all up.
definitely, yes. Our last live session will have a lot of tips that you should keep in mind when you are designing like the whole 2026 strategy. So it's very important. Bundles should be something that can work all year long. Definitely. Yeah, but you can scale them you want to offer, but that's something that should be like a, like a must on any store. Being able to offer this extra, yeah, you should take this, or you should add this, or this goes well with you have just purchased. You made an excellent choice. This would be a great addition. Stuff like that. And finally, we need to clear um, delivery urgency messages. Basically, um, be certain and transmit that, of course, of what your delivery situation and message handling will be on these chaotic times of the year, right? So you should establish that when is shipping cutoff will be definitely a great motivator. So if you establish when are you going to be setting your shipping cutoff, then you can generate that urgency, definitely, right? You should add banners or product pages noticing that this should be ordered by December 15, or if you want this for Christmas delivery. And these urgency messages definitely can lift the conversion by 8 to 18%, depending on the product, of course. That's very important. Okay, so if you want this, buying between the next 24 hours or 12 hours, you're going to get this shipped before Christmas, something like that. Yeah, that urgency. And definitely it works. I mean, guilty as charged. Definitely that urgency works.
So, last but not least, before we get to the tutorial, we have an amazing series where we talk and review about all the ornaments that we have available in our POD catalog with our POD partners, that you can watch and see which one is better for you to get in your store. We review acrylic ornaments, wooden, metal. We went through a lot of categories that I'm pretty sure that you will love to watch and get to know which type of ornaments will be the best for you to sell in your winter Christmas season. So if you didn't start that yet, you should definitely check this video so you can get everything set up for now that Christmas is only in a month.
Yeah. We need to actually see the picture of the tree, of your tree, with all the ornaments from all the POD partners.
Yeah, totally.
They tell you to buy one new decoration every year to keep renewing the tree. But yeah, now you have like a whole new tree full of a lot of a lot of great ornaments from all our partners.
Yeah. So if you want more inspiration, you can also remember that we have our demo stores when we have a lot of products uploaded there, so you can try, see how they work, how the different personalizations can go through every product, so you can see them and recreating that type of products in your store right now.
Yeah, definitely we invite you to visit our demo store. Not so long ago, we had people asking, "Hey, so I want to see like the most interesting ways Customily works. What can I do?" And the demo store is definitely what you want to visit first, to see everything categorized from type of product, type of customization, season specials, POD products, and much more. Yeah. And speaking of products and speaking of demo, we're going to do our tutorial. We're going to quickly create this personalized beanie. A long time ago, in one of our live sessions, we explained how one of our most known tools work, which is that you can actually type a text, and that text can convert into images because we have the images already set into a library. And today we're going to do something similar, but giving out some nice Christmas vibes, and we adding some text. Yeah, we're also going to add. We're going to get on a lot of customity features right on this nice example. So let me share my screen and I can walk you through that right away. Okay, so this is the product we're going to be creating, right? And this is one example we did, and this product we can type any initials. For example, I'm going to type my initials. Yeah, and I'm going to, well, by default we have a message which is the Santa's elf, and I can actually do this. Yeah, so that will be my initials, right? And I'm Santa's best elf. And this is basically what I want to do. You see how easy I actually was able to just type any three initials, or maybe I can keep it just one initial. Yeah. Yeah. And like that, the system recognizes ABC and will look for the actual picture. I want to show you really quickly how can we do this. First of all, this Beanie is from one of our POD partners, Merchai. So we're going to actually create this using their specs. So first of all, when we are in our start, remember what we are doing can be done for any Shopify, Shoplaza, WooCommerce, and Etsy store, right? The same steps. At the end of the day, you will have a listing and you will have a template and the options for that template right away. So we're going to create a new product. But before we create a new product, we need to make a design. Let's say, for example, we click on create new product. We see throughout all our partners and we click on merchandise. There's a lot of products here and we're going to go through this one. All right, so the Cuffed Beanie is the one we're going to be using. Yeah, and as you can see, we have two options and we also have two color options and two sizes. We also have the design we want to add. So first we need a design. That's the part we're going to create. To create a design, first of all, let's go into the library section so we can actually upload our letters. I already have them created, but I'm going to create a new set. It's very important that we pay attention to this. Let's create a new library. We're going to call it. It's going to be an image library. I have already pulled out of either Canva, any Adobe provider, any image any image stock provider, yeah, anyone that you want, or maybe you design your alphabet, your 26 letters, from A to Z, numbers included. You can even generate certain characters, certain symbols. You can generate uppercase and lowercase. We have a lot of, we contemplate a lot of characters into this text mapping. Yeah. And you need to upload this inside a library in a guideline that we can actually show you really quickly. We're going to share this link with you. But let me show you really quick. If you go to the Help Center in Customily, the Help Center in Customily is this question balloon we have at the lower corner called Support. This will open our Help Center. And if we type here, we type text to image. Yeah, I had to use dynamic images as text. And how to add a text to, I think it's the one. Okay, so basically this tutorial, this tutorial tells you how this works. Basically, you can type whatever you want, and as long as you have the images for this, it's going to show using this. First of all, we're going to create a library with the images, right, or vectors in this case, of the alphabet. And this is very important. This is what I wanted you to see. This board gives you, let me see if I can, I can zoom in, yeah, but anyways, this gives you exactly how the structure of any library looking to match a text with image should look like. So, for example, we leave the position number 1 empty, or we upload a transparent image. That's something we can do. And from position number 2 to 27, we're going to upload our lowercase letters A to Z. Then from 28 to 53, we are going to upload our uppercase letters if we have. If we don't, we can just stay with the lowercase. And then we have numbers, and then we have all these characters. So we have expressions, we have symbols, we have ampersands, we have parentheses, asterisks, points, 2 points, questions, brackets, and so on, right? So up to 95 characters, 94 characters can actually be added and match to any text. Yeah, so keeping that in mind, you can actually come and create, we can create our library here. So let's create a new library. It's going to be an image library, in this case, not vector, and we're going to call this live session Santa letters, correct? And when I say create, this creates a new empty library. We're going to add images. Now, the images that you should upload, of course, they have to be in alphabetical order, which is really easy if you just name them A, B, C to Z. If you have uppercases, if you have numbers, everything should be on order so they can actually upload all together. And the first one, the one that's going to be on the first position, remember that should be empty. So I recommend you create a empty transparent PNG, right? So as simple as that. So if I grab all this alphabet that I have created for you here from A to Z, right? That's position 1, position 2, and all the way to position 27, being 26 letters. I click open and it shows in the right order. This is very important because it has to be in alphabetical order. Yeah, let's say add, and this will upload everything to the library. Right, so we need to make sure this, option 1, transparent, option or empty, option 2. Another thing you can do if you want to is deleting this. But to be honest, if you keep it this transparent, that's all you need to do. And then from position 2 to position 27, yeah, like it says here, from position 2 to 27, we have the lower cases, right? And all the general letters in this case. If we don't add upper cases, lower or upper will be the same matching. It's when we add the others, the system will try to split. Okay, let's say we have our library ready to go, right? So let's create a new design. Let's come here and let's create a new design. We're going to import, now we're going to create a new design here. The design is going to be called, I'm going to call this holiday initials plus text. The initials plus text. We're going to create this from product specs, so we can actually define the actual dimension, printable dimensions of the Cafe Beanie. This will not be like the whole print, or it's not an all over print. It has like a patch, so we need to make sure we find it. So we click on create product specs. We go and find the Beanie, and it will look for this one, right? The Cafe Beanie is the one we need to use. Okay, let's click on confirm, and this brings the product guideline, and we know for sure we have this printable, big printable size of 1.6 by 3.1 patch, but there's also, this is the blue outline, and your artwork should cover the entire gray area. However, there's like a safe area, okay, that we definitely want to keep in here, okay? All right, so with this product guideline, I'm going to just keep it locked. We're going to create our first, what we need to do first, which is we need to create our initials, right? Our initials are going to be dynamic images. We're going to create 3 dynamic images, 3 initials. This is the first initial. Yeah, let me make it bigger. For now, we're going to pick the library. Make sure we look for the letter here, Santa letters, the last one. Of course, because you're previewing option 1, which is the transparent on A, you now are able to preview this. You see, like that. Okay, let's say A is going to be just for our guideline. Okay, and this is going to be our letter number 1. So we can say, yeah, we can keep it like this. Yeah, initial 1. Then what we can do is we can copy and paste, right? If we right click now, is to be okay. We can actually hold our Control C or Command C to copy, and Control V or Command V to paste. Right? We have a new item, initial 2, and we have another one, initial 3. So we have 3 initials. We're trying to make sure they are all correctly aligned. Yeah. And if we grab them all together, we can actually make sure they are top aligned. And now they're all perfectly well. So we're going to grab them. We're going to try to fit them into this safe area of our product, just like that. Yeah, we have initial 1, initial 2, initial 3. Yeah, and our numbers are 2, 4, actually, well, sorry, yeah, that was my bad. It's 3, and this one is 2. Why is very important? Because this sequence, ID 2, 3, and 4, yeah, see, 2, 3, and 4. The text will always read the first image you indicate, and then it will start to change the subsequent next images. So if you type ABC, the system will, and you start on the second element, is going to say, okay, so number 2, that's A, number 3 has to be B, and number 3 has to be C. Why? Because you type ABC. If you had more, it will be like that. So that's the way the system maps the letters. Okay, now let's do this, because this is something that this is a good advice that I will definitely give you, because we are creating a design, and this design will later also be on on top of. If, for example, if I were to keep things like this, our object, the Beanie mockup, will be object with ID number 5. So unless we limit the text element to be 3 characters, it's going to start to change the images, the rest of the images, because they are in sequential order. The best way to do that is to make sure the text we're going to be creating for these 3 elements has a 3 character limitation. That way we have no chance of hitting, I don't know, letter number 4 and modifying the image number 4, which maybe is the background, and the background disappears. So if something happens to you later in which you are typing freely a text and you're matching the letters, and for some reason at some point a letter your background disappears, most likely you're part of a sequence. And in that case, what we recommend is you make sure these 3 elements are far away from the rest of the images of the composition. How do you do it? Basically, you change the ID. The ID can be changed at any point. So as long as you're still working on the design, for example, we set this to be 20, yeah, and this can be 21, this can be 22. This way, they are still sequential, but even if you have image 5, image 6, whatever, it will be no way for any other image to get lost, basically, right? So let's keep it like this, just to make sure these images never alter, this text never alters other images. And let's create another text box, which is going to be the one for the custom message. The custom message, we're going to extend this like this. Yeah, maybe like that. And we are going to, I like a font here, called the at one, right? And we are going to be for the color, we actually want to go, we want to create a pattern, and the pattern is going to be, this is a preset, the buffalo plain red, yeah. They look pretty similar, right? So basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to have a text here that matches the same style. You can actually upload your own pattern. So if you have your own letters, you can upload the pattern. Your text will be the same thing. And we can say, enter custom text like that. Okay, and I think that's all we need to do right now. We should make sure we have a minimum size limitation for the text. Otherwise, let's say we put, right now there's no limit. So if I keep typing, I can go so small it's impossible for this to either embroider or print or put it on a patch. So what we can do is say, okay, so I like this, and maybe I can custom text element. Let's say I don't want to go anything smaller than this. This, according to our system, is 23.9 points. So let's say we're going to keep it in 20 points. So if I hold this, that's how small I can go. I can even put this 23. Okay, and if we just have a few letters, still it's not 32, it's 28. We can keep it in 29. That's basically, we want this to stop typing at some point, so people don't type too much. So far, so good. We are missing one thing. What we are missing is we need a text. Enter custom text. We need a text to control these free images, but we cannot do this right now. We need to do this on the options. So we're going to click, we're going to hide this guideline and save the design. Once we save the design, I recommend you double check the options. You're probably going to see we have the free images with all the options there, right? If I click on edit options, ideally what will happen is this. You will have all these options. Well, preview this. So basically we have initial 1, initial 3, enter custom text. That's very interesting. Let me check really quickly if we have all the correct. I'm just double checking. We have 20, 21. Oh, you see, I made a mistake here. This one should be 22. That was my mistake, and this one should be 23, but we can actually count, right? Oh, wait, 22. Oh, that was my mistake. So that's why I was missing one of the initials. Okay, probably when I type in. Okay. Okay, we need to wait for the options to be finished. Okay, holiday initial test. If I go to our edit options, I should see one text input and 3 initials. This one, 1, 2, and 3. Of course, we don't want this. We don't want this at all. We want to type a text. So we are going to just take this away, and we have a enter custom text, and we are going to add a text option, which is, we're going to call this enter initials. And we need to make sure that the maximum number of characters is 3, just in case. And we need to make sure, because we don't have any other characters, that this has to be letters and no spaces. What about the function? Ideally, a text input should have a text function. But if we click and instead of text, we go dynamic image, it's going to ask you, all right, so which image am I starting with? Remember, we're going to starting on image 20. And then we have 21 and 22. This information button will open this tab that, if you recall this, we saw this already on the Help Center article. So here you can actually see this again, how to map those characters. So far, so good. This is only what we need. We need enter initials and an enter custom text, period. Right? So let's click on Save option. We are ready to create a product now. So let's go into the start. We're going to repeat the first steps we did when we actually looked for the product, went to Merchandise, looked for the second page, and found the Coffee Beanie. So we should either pick both or just one. Let's see what happens if we type both of them. And in this, I think when we created these specs, we only had the big patch. So I'm going to stay with the big patch, and also this patch is the horizontal, the other one is a square patch. So I can either pick one or two colors or one, two sizes. That's up to me. In this case, I have designed something that will be better on a horizontal patch and not a square. Then I'm going to click here to add the design and pick from my collection like this. Apply design. This will go straight to the place it has to be, which is here. That's all we need. Yeah. All right, let's confirm this. Yeah, I think the black is too black, so I'm going just to take it away. Okay, and then let's create the product and see what happens. As we wait, I would like to know if we have some questions regarding this tutorial. Right, so the product is finished. We have the color variant, the size variant, and we have the initials and the custom text exactly the way we set it up in our options. Right, we're going to call this the live session holiday initials coffee bean. All right. And we're going to test it. If I were to test this, and I will go to say, I don't know, yeah, no. Sometimes what could happen is our design turned out to be bigger than the area. This can be fixed, so it's always nice, right? And we have this Santa's elf, right? So it seems to be working pretty well. We may want to adjust the the size of this patch area, but it's something we can do directly on the template, or we can double check when we put this together. Well, if we could actually do this, I'm going to call this a test, and let me show you really quickly one thing we can do to double check this doesn't happen again. In the My Design section, I recommend we preview some big letters in here. So for example, if I were to preview a big letter like M, remember the M just got itself cut out a bit. Yeah, and we save it. Again, we save it without any option changes. We just save it. We screenshot this into the system, and that's our reference for the rest. So if I were to start again and create the product again, this is what you can actually see. It's very important to keep a full design on the final preview. So when you click here and you click the light and you add this design, you see that thumbnail, that preview you see here is going to be presented as a reference here. So what happened to me is I didn't see this, and so because I saw it black, to be honest, and so I realized that my design was actually stretched out. So I had to just make sure it was within the boundaries of the mask, which is the reality. So this is actually print, and what I'm seeing right now is the safe area, and that's it. This will create the same product again without that cutting out. Right? So let's do it right this time. Always make sure you have your full design visual. My mistake was that I didn't preview the letters, so I saw everything was fitting and I forgot about the safe area. So you go back, and you can actually see that in the positioning. The positioning moment is when you can actually realize, oh, my design is pretty big. I rather make it small. But in order for your design to be, for you to be able to position your design, you need to have a nice preview of the design. That implies having a full uploaded picture, have all the images showing. If you have 5 dogs, then it's the 5 dogs, then 4, whatever is the largest preview possible, you want to do that. Want to use that as the final view before you save a design, and you can use it for your products. So live session, holiday, letters, yeah, holiday, letters, covered Beanie, right? And now if I were to do this, this will actually show correctly. Why? Because we told the system to fit this to the actual patch mask safe area. Yeah. If we had more time, we could actually play along with the AI generator. But I think this actually finishes off like a really nice like a really nice product. Okay, let's publish this right away. Okay, well, I don't have in my system the Merchase API, so this message will show on your system to remind you that if you want to automatically fulfill with them, you need to have your API key. Okay, so it's a very good reminder. If you're going to be creating products using POD partners, I recommend you input your API key so you can actually automate your store and your fulfillment. All right, let's see how this works. Yeah, that's our product. These are the initials and the custom text. So let's go A, B, C, and yeah. Yep. And actually this should be this, more like Customily. Okay. Let's see if we have some, let's open our Q&A to see if we have some questions.
From now on, we don't have any questions left. I think the tutorial was pretty clear and pretty demonstrative of how you can have a really cute product published right now in your store.
All right, yeah. Remember, we're going to share with you the assets that you saw on this tutorial, and we welcome you to enhance this idea and make it better. Try it on another product, for example. That will be really cute. Okay, you have the guidelines to upload your letters, to organize them properly, and to create stuff. And if you find any setbacks, as you can see, we do this live with you, so we tell you what could be going on and how you can easily take back and fix whatever it may not be running perfectly well. Sometimes, well, we just go fast, yeah, but it's nice to go step by step with Customily until you get the hang of it, and definitely it's going to be a game changer for all of you. For any other questions you may have, you're welcome to send us email at support@customily.com. You can actually open a live chat with our support agents. We have a live chat open during business hours EST. So there's a great way for you to get your stuff sorted out really fast live with one of us. Finally, we recommend you to join our communities, yeah, join our Facebook official community, so you can get the latest updates. You can see what other people are doing, what are they using Customily for, the great tips and ideas they come along and they share on these communities. And well, I think that's all for today. Thank you, Cecilia, on the chat. Thank you, Josefina, for joining stage with me.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you, Jose, for hosting these amazing live sessions. And we really hope to see you in our last one for this year.
Yes, we have one live session left. We want all to be live with us, asking a lot of questions, getting ready for next year, and it's going to be a really nice recap of what we did this year, the best features, the best tool, the best idea, the best tips. So it's going to be a great live session. We welcome you to sign up today. Okay, well,
Thanks.
see you next time.
See you next time, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.